a major scale in a very common position, right? By position, I mean how we're going to use our fingers on the frets here. This is a very common way to play it on the guitar. I think it helps to build understanding of where the intervals are. And so each finger that we use is going to own a whole fret. So finger one, this guy right here, is going to own fret 4. Finger 2, the notorious middle finger, is going to own fret 5. And all the notes that it plays are going to be in fret 5. It's not going to move to any other fret. Finger number 3, sometimes called the ring finger. I don't hear it ringing, but that's alright. It helps this thing ring out pretty good. Is going to own fret 6, right? And then this little gun here, the pinky, even though it's no pinker than the rest, I guess, although when we're done it may be, is going to own fret 7, right? Right here, these fingers are only going to play notes in the frets that they're sitting on right now. And that way, I don't have to worry about moving it around or anything. I can get all the notes in there in 2 octaves of this major scale, right? And so, from here, I will just say the name of the string, string 6, string 5, string 4, string 3, string 2, string 1, and the name of the finger. So that all you have to do is use that finger on that string, and if you're keeping it in the frets like we're talking about here, then you should just be able to move through it in that way. Use your pinky. You're going to want that. You're going to need it. I know you can probably play without it, and that's fine. That's great. I think you should play any way that is comfortable for you. But for the purpose of just learning this stuff and just getting it in your head and in your hands, use your pinky. If it doesn't sound great, so what? Whatever, that's fine. Practice with your pinky, because you've got that whole other finger there. You got finger 4 there. You might as well use this thing, right? All right. It's a marvelous, marvelous, underrated finger, as is 3 here, where I believe the power of the universe rests in this one, but we'll talk about that another time. So, here we go. It's going to be our A major scale. So starting on string 6, finger 2, 4, next string 5, finger 1, 2, finger 4, next string, string 4, finger 1, finger 3, and finger 4. Now from here, we can play another octave, and so I suggest you play that octave note again. That would be our first note, right? Our 1. So now it's finger 4 on string 4. Now on string 3, finger 1. Now finger 3, finger 4. Now on string 2, finger 2, finger 4, and on string 1, finger 1. And then our octave is right next to it, finger 2. Now, as I play through these, I'm plucking down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm picking down, up, down, up, down. And it just helps to get your speed up to sort of economize your picking. And I suggest that as you play through this, you play it rhythmically. Rhythm is such a huge part of music. You want to be able to make your changes rhythmically. You want to be able to play your songs rhythmically, so why not play your scale rhythmically? And by that I just mean, you know, space each note out evenly so that you get it. Instead of and I mean that's fine if you're working on it, but as you get a hang of it, try and get more rhythmic with it, and then it'll flow better for you. You'll get that memory in your hands, because we're really going for muscle memory in the hand too. You can forget about a lot of things eventually if your hand will remember them for you, and your hand will usually remember a lot of it for a time. So it is. Right? Kept it somewhat rhythmic. I slowed it down at the end for dramatic effect. But basically that's a great practice right there. Getting all your fingers involved, you're hearing a foundational scale in music, and it's just a great thing to have in your hand, to have in your mind, have in your ear. A good practice is to start down here somewhere, play through both octaves and back down, and then move it up a half step, play through both octaves, back down, move it up a half step, play through both octaves and back down, right? So you're playing the major scale of different keys. So. And so on and so on and so on. And if you do this all the way up the neck, not only are you getting a nice repetition of that pattern, but you're also, and you're hearing all of these different keys as you go up, you're also getting your hands sort of used to the fact that some of these frets are close together when we get up here, and some of these frets are farther apart, right? And you need to play a riff, you need to play a melody or something. It's going to be a little different up here than it is down here, and so you know. Depending on the size of your hand or other factors, it may be easier for you up here, it may be easier for you down here. Try not to care about whether something's easy or difficult, just try to do it, right? I mean, you want to be able to play your major scales down here, you want to be able to play them up here. It's really easy if you just keep fingers owning frets, and keep them within this 4-fret structure right here. There's other ways to play this scale, but this is a very common one, and it's a good one to have in your mind.